Washington. A report by a task force in the United States, U.S., notifies Congress that China has developed 3 special nuclear weapons capable of striking America's power grid. The task force also accused Beijing of intending to use the weapon in a first nuclear strike scenario. The EMP Task Force on National and Homeland Security says Beijing has developed 3 special types of nuclear weapons capable of generating massive electromagnetic waves, EMPs, that would knock out the U.S. electrical system as a preemptive strike. China's no first use nuclear doctrine, like that of the USSR, Soviet Union Socialist Republic, during the Cold War, is almost certainly disinformation, said Peter Pry, executive director of the task force, in the report. Pry argues that taking into account China's defense capabilities and detection methods, the no first use policy is not in line with common sense. For example, China does not have the same ballistic missile early warning and satellite detection system as the US that can alert it to such an incoming attack, and its small nuclear arsenal. An estimated 320 nuclear warheads last January by the Stockholm International Peace Research Institute (SIPRI) will suffer a large percentage of losses in the first strike, whether it comes from the US, Russia or even India. To convey such an attack, according to the report, China's People's Liberation Army (PLA) has at least 3 methods. One is the Super-EMP, a nuclear warhead designed to maximize electromagnetic shock waves, rather than their raw destructive power. Such a weapon could be detonated high in the atmosphere. The US knows because it tested such a weapon in the 1962 Starfish Prime test, and disable electronic devices for a large radius around it, from computers to the power grid to airplanes. The second delivery method mentioned in the report is a hypersonic weapon, either a glide vehicle or a cruise missile capable of traveling so fast that enemy air defenses cannot intercept it. China is believed to have created at least 2 hypersonic weapons. The third type of weapon is more theoretical, and Pry presents it as a logical possibility that China is technically capable of, namely installing an EMP nuclear weapon on a satellite in orbit. The US should be very concerned about the scenario where China uses nuclear space weapons, possibly ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles, and IRBMs, intermediate-range ballistic missiles, with special warheads, rapidly sweeping through the skies of US satellites, even at the risk of losing the PRC satellites. People's Republic of China, which can then be replaced with a wave of satellites launched by China to capture high frontiers, and cripple US military capabilities, Pry said. According to the report, Chinese hackers have stolen the technology for all these weapons from the United States. President Donald Trump's administration has based arguments in favor of the creation of the U.S. Space Force, USSF, in response to moves by other nations that have ostensibly militarized space. USSF Deputy Commander Lieutenant General David Thompson told the Mitchell Institute Space Power Forum last month, "It is not our choice to make space a war domain. Our adversaries have made it clear that they intend to limit or eliminate our use of space in crisis and conflict, and as in every other domain, we will not allow that to happen. We cannot allow that to happen in space." It's not clear how Russia or China did this, as even Pry's arguments are theoretical, but what is clear is that the US has long been exploring how to do it.